Well, if you knew where I worked for my day job, you'd probably understand why I had a drinking problem. I work in civil service, work for a department that helps children and families and people with special needs, the mentally ill, the less fortunate, and there's something about helping these people that just makes me so fucking sick to my stomach. Like, how much help do they really need? We had a picnic or a barbecue for some of these families, and we were handing out literature as if they could read. And one guy was standing there. I had to interrupt him for a second because he was on his cell phone reminding Siri that he had to pick up his food stamps the next day. My iPhone screen has a crack in it. Life's not fair. Here's your hamburger. Worst part of my day, by far, is the elevator ride. My day starts off with a bang. See someone in the lobby, maybe you know him, maybe you don't. You try to be polite. You're like, I'm a wave, nod, maybe even say, good morning. Then you get in and the doors close and it's like, game on. You know they're going to say something stupid. Well, it's hot outside. It is hot outside. It's August. Thanks. Well, it's Tuesday. You know what? It is Tuesday. It's going to be Tuesday all day. A week ago, it was Tuesday as well. And in another week, it's going to be Tuesday again. Thanks for that. Well, it's wet out. Really? Is that what these drops of water are on my arm? I thought that they were my own tears in anticipation of this fucking conversation that I did not want to have with you this morning, but you're insisting upon having it. What do I have to do to make myself less approachable? Do I have to wear a sign? Do not talk to me? Do I have to set myself on fire? Because I'll fucking do it. I guess I could always take the stairs to the second floor. Hear a lot of people complaining about being broke. I'm tired of hearing about it. The economy sucks. Times are tough. Times are tough. Everybody's broke. I'm not. I'm doing great. Because I'm a whore. I once got $100 for singing the national anthem at the reopening of a refurbished Walmart. I have no shame. You have integrity? Fuck your integrity. I have boots. Integrity doesn't buy boots. I love boots. So I'm assuming a lot of you guys are on the Facebook. Woo, poke, poke. There's an awful lot of people running on Facebook lately, I see. Good job, guys. I call bullshit. I don't want to offend anybody's fat feelings, but if your face is too big to fit in your profile picture, I doubt that you ran 7 miles that morning. Oh, you put up a map, that proves it. Were you chasing a Freihopper truck? Fucking break. Second in the line of biggest bullshitters on Facebook, I think, are the stay-at-home moms. Sorry. They're all passing around this some e-card one day that said, yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Ask me what I do all day. I dare you. I don't need to ask you what you do all day. You're updating your status every 5 minutes about being mother of the year while you're baking cookies and watching Finding Nemo and wiping up snotty noses. Meanwhile, little Timmy's making out with the electrical outlet. Oh my God, Timmy almost died. FML. And then you whisk him to the hospital. Don't forget to check in. Did you know that you can check in at a hospital? Check in. We want to know that you're there. Please tell us how Timmy's doing. We're all on the edge of our fucking seats. Please tell me that Timmy's okay. Why did you check in at Albany Med? What's going on? What's happening? Christina likes this. Later that day, what a scary day. Oh, Timmy gave us all quite a scare. Now we're eating cupcakes and watching Finding Nemo again. SMH. I love that chat speak, don't you? SMH, shaking my head. OMG. LOL. Who's laughing that much? You're all fucking liars. LOL is not punctuation. Do not end your sentences with it. You get a text, it's like, I'm on my way, LOL. What's so funny about you being on your way? I hope you tell me when you get here, LOL. I dated this guy who had a teenage daughter. She was a delight. I texted her one night. I said, coming over later? What do you want for dinner? And she wrote IDK. And I said, what does that stand for? She goes, I don't know. I said, well, then you shouldn't be using it. Teenagers are so stupid. When did precious become a compliment? I don't care for it much, because the only thing I ever associate precious with are Lord of the Rings, Silence of the Lambs, and fat black chicks. Call me precious. Ordered some Chinese food the other day, and I feel bad enough about myself when I'm ordering Chinese food without them putting 7 sets of chopsticks in the bag, as if 6 other people are going to be eating this. Just me. Don't throw them out, though. Keep those in that drawer forever. Along with that orange shit. What's that orange shit? I have 17,000 bags of it. Won't throw it away. So I went to my very first hip-hop concert a few weeks ago. I'm still exhausted. Are these concerts always so fucking bossy? I mean, you walk in the door, they're like, make some noise. I'm like, woo! Everybody scream. I'm like, I just did. I'm like, put your hands in the air. I'm like, why? I don't get putting your hands in the air and waving them around like you just don't care. I think that those are conflicting ideals, because normally I put my hands in the air to indicate that I do, in fact, care about something. Like, I'm willing to adapt to this, though, because I've my whole life been searching for a way to let somebody know that I don't care without using any unnecessary communication. Like, you're on a date, the guy's telling you what he does for a living. That's great. You're at work, your boss is like, the deadline's Friday. You're like, oh, okay. Your friend tells you she had a miscarriage. Sorry. I think if you wear a red shirt to Target, you are morally and socially obligated to tell me where shit is. I didn't ask you if you worked here. I asked you where the tea light candles were. Same principle applies to dark blue shirts at Walmart. Just point me towards the feety pajamas, please. Let's not do this. I got a text message from a friend of mine that I hadn't heard from in a long time, and she was asking me for my address. I'm like, let's just cut the shit. What are you inviting me to? What am I supposed to pretend to be really excited about for you? Are you buying a house? Are you getting married? Are you having a baby? Which is it? Just let me know. Can I write a check? Yay! Oh, and then let's go to a party and let's watch you open presents that you hand-selected from a registry, from a list from the store that we all bought for you. Yay! What a surprise! Ah! We'll all sit around and go, ooh, ah, oh. Those are great gifts that you wanted. I guess I'm bitter. Maybe I'll feel a little bit differently when I fulfill my little girl fantasy of accidentally getting knocked up and trapping some man into marrying me. I feel different then. And then I'll ask you for all your addresses. So I was dating this one guy. Speaking of my little girl dreams, I'm Scottish, and I had always hoped that the man that I would marry someday would also be Scottish, that he would wear a kilt at the wedding. Am I interrupting something?
I think so.
Okay, I can wait. Great. Sorry. This is my first show. I'm a little nervous.
Awesome, girl.
Thanks. How can you tell? So anyway, I would hope that the man that I would marry someday would also be Scottish, so that he'd wear a kilt at our wedding. And I texted this man that I was dating one time, and I said, "Did you ever consider wearing a kilt?" And he wrote back, "Yes, at our wedding." A-R-E wedding. He spelled "our" wrong. That's not a typo, that's a learning disability. He was dumb. But since he was the only one that ever even thought about marrying me, I figured I'd give it a shot. And yeah, woo. So we're sitting out on his porch one day, and I looked down at this box of clothespins, and it said B-U-G-E-R. And I said, "What is that?" He goes, "Oh, my mom used to call me Booger Bill." I was like, "Your mom's dumb too?" Who can't spell booger? Fuck! This is genetic. I imagine what our lives would be like if we were to get married and have kids. He'd be in one room with our son, I'd be in the other room, washing dishes, cooking dinner. And I would hear those words that every mother fears. "Daddy, can you help me with my homework?" I'd be like, "No!" Like I'm crashing through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man. I'd be like, "Do not help him with his homework! Stay away from Daddy." I'd have him over in the corner stroking his head like Sally Field in one of those movies, like, "You stay away from my son." Do not teach him. I give my ex a lot of slack. He wasn't just some dumb boyfriend. He was also lazy. Which was actually a good thing, because I never had to worry about him cheating on me, because I was pretty sure that no woman would ever just show up and fuck him on his couch. Confident about that. So I've been seeing this guy for a couple of weeks, and it's at this really awkward stage right now where not enough time has passed, where it's okay to start calling him honey or baby, but way too much time has passed for me to ask him what his first name is again. I'm screwed. So you can tell that it's going rough.
What was his name?
I have no idea. It's over.
Didn't matter.
No, if he shows up later, I'll point him out. Maybe you can find out for me. Thanks. Thanks for that. I love when people help me out and stuff. So anyway, you know that it's getting rough when you hear about them finding an unidentified dead body somewhere, and you secretly hope that it was a guy that blew you off a few weeks ago. And become like morbidly intrigued about it. My friends think that I'm concerned. I'm like, "Oh my God. Was it a man or a woman?" It was a man? How old was he? Like mid-30s? God, that's terrible. How long was he out there? Oh, a few months? Never mind. I wouldn't say that it's hard meeting men as much as I would say that it's hard meeting the right one. I'm a musician, as Sean mentioned, and one night I was playing, and some guy, I didn't see who did it, came up and left his business card on the front of the stage, and on the back of it said, "You should call me." And I was like, "Should I?" So I scanned the audience looking for the mystery man, and there were way too many guys out there with those little thin ponytail braids. And by way too many, I mean one. I couldn't risk it. Speaking, you're done. Speaking of people who come up to my stage, I always love the drunk chicks who come up and ask me. They're usually wearing a sash and like, "I'm getting married tomorrow." And I'm like, "Oh, what a lucky man." I really hope he's getting a blowjob from a stripper right now, because he's in for a world of shit. You are a delight. Can you play Girls Just Want to Have Fun? Well, I can check with my rock blues band if we know that one, but yeah, I don't think so. I'm sorry. Really? All right, well, just play something fun then. Okay, well, we're right in the middle of our funeral dirge set, so as soon as that shit's over and everyone's done weeping, we'll be sure to get right to your request. And who's the son of a bitch that keeps yelling Freebird at my shows? How is it that this fucking guy has been at every single one of my shows for the past 10 years? Can he die from alcohol poisoning already, please? Please. You know this guy. He's at your cousin's wedding. He's got his tie up around his head. He's out on the floor like... It's that guy. He could do us all a favor by next time he's pulling that tie up if he stops like right about here, throws the other end over a closet door and ends it Carradine style because he's ruining my life. Thank you all very much.